Bruce Brown has agreed to sign with the Indiana Pacers for 2 years, $45 million. What do I think about this deal? First of all, I think this hurts the Denver Nuggets. It hurts them, but not to a point where they cannot repeat and win another championship, but it's definitely a loss when it comes to their depth. Bruce Brown is what I call an elite role player. Just this guy is a legit 3-and-D guy. He caught my attention actually a few years ago when he was with the Nets, when he was on that team that had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving for a brief minute during the 2021 playoffs. I really liked what he brought on both ends of the court, just his great defense he was able to play, and just his ability to hit shots. Just this guy is a really a valuable role player. He's a guy you want on a championship team, as was proven with the Nuggets' most recent championship. So this is a loss that definitely hurts them because it's hard to find elite role players. I've said that before. I don't know who the Nuggets will replace him with, but whoever they do will probably be a downgrade just because, again, there's just not many of these guys in the league. So if you're a Nuggets, you're just hoping to find just an average role player that can play back up to Murray for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes per game. That's probably the best you're going to find in this market unless they get creative and they do some trade to get that type of role player, or I meant to say a better role player. So they'll definitely miss Bruce Brown. He was very important to them during the playoffs off the bench. He was able to hit timely shots and get timely defensive stops. So he's definitely going to bring that with him to Indiana. To me, this is an interesting signing by Indiana. As much as I like Bruce Brown, I would say that I think they did kind of overpay him. It wasn't like a gross overpay, but I feel Bruce Brown, based on what he is, his range is somewhere probably between 30 million to 36 million on this market when you talk about over 2 years. So I would say 15 to 18 mil per year based on him just being a really good role player, but not something beyond 20 million. I always feel 20 million plus is reserved for like fringe all-star. So he's definitely not that. I don't think Bruce Brown at his best will ever be an all-star player, but he's a very good role player. It'll definitely help the Pacers in adding depth to their roster. Tyrese Halliburton is their starting point guard. I don't think you can play them. You can start them together since they both are guards. Especially Bruce Brown. He's a legit 6'1" when I look at him. That's really his height. They list him at 6'4", which is really odd, but to me, he always looked like he's 6'1", but who knows? I could be off, but he looked a little bit smaller than Murray, but still, I don't know how they play both Bruce Brown and Halliburton at the same time. Well, at least start them. They could play them at the same time during stretches of the game, but you can't play them the majority of the game together. So that's what I would say for the Pacers. He definitely adds depth. I saw that their backup point guard last year was TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell is a player you would say that's just average at best. So Bruce Brown is definitely an upgrade over that. But overall, I don't know how much he moves the needle for them. Maybe he helps them get 5 or 6 more wins. Last year, they only won 35 games. So maybe he helps them get into the playoffs. So if he does, then I guess that is a good signing for the Pacers. That the goal for them is just to get to the playoffs and just build a winning culture there. So maybe he can be one of those guys that starts that movement. So we'll see. Definitely a big loss for the Nuggets and a great addition for the Indiana Pacers. Also, one thing I'll lastly say, the deal's only 2 years, so this is definitely a plus for them. And in the sense that even if it's a slight overpay, that it's not going to hurt their roster overall. So that's all I had to say about that.